Hi everyone, staff episode 2, middle school parent plus middle school teachers equal help. Saying no to a smartphone, but this one's mostly going to be about child development, on why I have an argument why you should say no to a smartphone at a young age. So I'm going to start here. This is going to be child development. I'm going to do 2 more episodes in this, possibly more, I'm not sure. But first, some child development. So I want you to take some time to think about your child right now. Probably age 11, 12, 13, and 14. And who they are, their strengths, things that they could work on. All right, now I'm going to talk to you about the whole group. Okay, so you have your individual child, but then you have that community of children about that age. And I do highly recommend this book, Yardsticks. I have a copy. See my copy of Yardsticks? Here it is. Okay. This was last updated, I think, and this one is from 1997, but I still go to it. It's 2022. I love this book. It's just really crisp and clear. They did a lot of studies on like the child brain, physically, socially, cognitively, language. They have so much advice. I definitely think you should buy this book, Yardsticks by Chip Wood. It's helped me so much. Yeah, whenever I get shifted to a new grade, if it's 6th, 7th, and 8th, I always go back and I learn this. So I'm going to start with age 11, 6th grade. Now, you're in 6th grade right now. I have my son here with me. Again, Silas, 6th grade. And so my husband and I read this book just to reinforce what our kids will be going through. And at 6th grade, age 11, okay? So you're a younger 6th grader. You're an older 6th grader. You're a fall baby. It's a common age for cliques and pairs. They seek to belong in their groups. Do you see that in the lunchroom? They like to belong in a group. Yeah, you do. Right? You got your bros. You hang out with them. Yep, that's true. Impulsive. They talk before thinking. Okay. Peer focused. Okay, Silas doesn't like me embarrassing him too much. So the other day I hopped on the bus and embarrassed him, and that was not cool, was it? Because I embarrassed you in front of peers, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
She literally hopped on my bus to say I love you and to thank my bus driver. And it was a stop ahead of my stop. That wasn't even my stop.
I didn't know, but I really embarrassed you. You were really mad at me. I remember that because you were super embarrassed. Okay. Moody. Are you in a mood now?
Yes, because you're making me do this.
Yep. Self-absorbed, extremes of emotions. You're either really, 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 really happy and hyper.
Diet Coke helps.
Or you're really angry and, I don't know. Constant motion. They're restless.
No.
Okay. Physical aggression is very common. Yeah. Play fighting in schools. Slapping on the back of the neck. Common.
No.
Okay, whatever. You guys play
no,
fight though.
No, it isn't.
What do you hit? Sensitive about changing bodies. So lately you do not let me into the bathroom at all. You're like, get out. That happened this year. You're not 11, you're 12, but you're in 6th grade.
We're cutting this.
Okay. Likes to challenge rules and test limits.
We're going to edit that part out.
Fine. Age 12. Now you're 12. Okay, your adult personality begins to merge. You're very funny. And you love kids. I already know you have some real gifts. And you're athletic. You're more reasonable. You have high energy, but you need to sleep a lot. Menstruation for the majority of girls.
Whoa!
Okay, stop. Food is important. Growth spurt. Sarcasm. Well, you're not that sarcastic. Double meanings, wordplay, jokes of intellectual interest. Peer. They say a lot of slang at this age 12, still in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Stop. Enthusiastic, uninhibited. They initiate their own activity. They're empathetic. They're self-aware, insightful. It's really cool because you can set realistic goals in short term. You appear secure. like you got it all together. And your peers are more important than your teachers. You care what your peers think, don't you? That is true.
Not really.
What? Come on now, I've seen you. Okay, age 13. Skin problems emerge. Hygiene's a key issue. 95% of girls are at their mature height. Menstruation has begun for most. Boys, the voice changes for many. That's next year, buddy. The mirror is their best friend and their worst enemy. Oh, come on now. I'm not done yet. They're often quieter than 12s and 14s. They like to be alone at home. Sai, come back. Feeling easily hurt and easily hurt others' feelings. I'm going to ask you one more thing. They're mean and scared. Touching. They have flaring anger. Close friendships. More obviously important to girls. Telephone, computer, video games, and other electronic diversions a major time factor. Peer pressure increases regarding dress, language, music, in, out, being cool. They worry a lot. Yep, 7th and 8th grade. Boys are more apt to hang in groups. They horseplay still, practical jokes, extreme language and volume in the face of an adult involvement. One-word answers to adult questions, and they're rude. Okay, so societally here, this is what the group at age 13, again as a group, this might not just be your child. Oh, my child would never do that, or my child does not act like that. That is one person I'm talking about in a group. Yardsticks was about. They studied groups. Okay, age 14, 8th to 9th grade, loud, learns well in cooperative groups. Alcohol and drugs start to become a major influence on physical well-being. Girls are nearly fully developed. Boys are having growth spurts. They're sexually active, or they're curious. They like to do as much as possible and cram as much as possible into the day as they come. They're often embarrassed to be seen with either their teachers or their parents. They're very critical of their parents or their teachers in front of their friends. They're at the know-it-all stage. They can either be a pain at home or at school. It's one or the other, typically. Peer language patterns of paramount importance. Again, peers. This age is very aware. I teach this age. They're very aware of everything else going on in the world. Okay, they want to find solutions and they participate in learning more. I'm going to talk later about that. They're easily bored. I'm so bored. Or they complain about being bored when really they don't understand this stuff. No. In some school settings, they give into peer pressure not to do well in school and they're afraid to look smart. Okay, so why does this even matter? I really want you to take this information that I just said and think about giving them a phone, a smartphone. Because that's what we're doing. We are giving 11 moodiness and peer attention, physical aggression is common, a smartphone. We are giving age 12, when girls especially are being sensitive about their bodies, smartphones. We are giving age 13s smartphones when their feelings are easily hurt and they easily hurt other people's feelings. And they worry a lot. We are giving age 14 smartphones when sexually activeness is increasing and they're embarrassed to be around adults and they're so concerned with their peers and they're easily bored and they're risk-taking. We parents are giving them smartphones. More than half of U.S. children by age 11 now have a smartphone, and that's a pre-COVID study. And I cited this from NPR News. There's my site. And that's by Common Sense. This one's by PA Media that I found in The Guardian. This is by Childwise. 53% of youngsters own smartphones by the age of 7. That is in January 2020. says here age 44% said they would feel uncomfortable if they were somewhere without their phone signal. And 42% admitted to being constantly worried about running out of a charge. So on top of their peer concerns, etc., they have to worry about their smartphone. I suggest you look at this article. There's plenty out there. PA Media, most children own mobile phones by the age of 7. Study finds that's by The Guardian. Here's my citation. Childwise made that. So what's on a smartphone? All of these fabulous things that adults perhaps could handle. But I would argue that ages 11 to 14 aren't ready for that. Common Sense Media. This is a study you should read. It's 64 pages long. That was created in 2021. And it states, given the huge amounts of time children give to media, it's all the more important to elevate quality media by creating and highlighting the shows, games, apps, and books that engage, inspire, and provide positive representation. We really need to dive deeper into this. But I'm going to argue, say no to a smartphone at these ages. There are other options. I'll get to them in the next episode. So my question for you, why are you thinking about buying your kid, tween or teen, a smartphone? Or perhaps, why did you? Why did you already buy them that? So Silas, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? So are you in 6th grade? Do a lot of kids have smartphones?
Yes.
How does it feel not to have one?
Terrible.
Okay, so you're not feeling good about it? No. Nope. We're going to talk about that next. Because this is one of the reasons. Why are you thinking of buying your child a smartphone? I felt bad that my child was the only one without a phone. I'm going to argue against that. Even when Silas here looks like this and feels terrible. All right. That's my episode 2. No, you're not 14. You're not bored yet. Bye!